Hello, this is Catherine Anderson, going over the currency report. Basically, I think you can all feel it in your gut. 2024 is going to be the year of war, of propaganda from everywhere, including the Fed. We have a new record high debt being taken on by consumers. We are actually in a debt/death spiral. This is going to be just not here, but around the world. Debt defaults are continuing to skyrocket. Part of the mechanism to wipe out the middle class and the economy. This is being done on purpose. We have a fiat currency, which means a debt-based currency. And fiat currencies have a life cycle. And we are at the end. We truthfully ended in 2008, but they've kept it on life support by the zero rates. And now they're just playing all sorts of games to keep it going until they usher in what they want to usher in. So our debt is outpacing economic growth. You are being lied to constantly that the economy is doing good. The GDP numbers are up. Well, GDP is at 27 trillion. But our debt is at 34 trillion, and that's just the numbers they're telling you. It's probably into the quadrillions. We have no country in the world has ever had this much debt, but it's not just us. It's all over the world. That's why you hear about the Great Reset. They knew this was coming. They don't want to lose their money and power. So this is being done on purpose. They're going to inflate away our money, and the middle class is going to be no more. So you're hearing about wars, and they'll, of course, add to the GDP and make the GDP look better, but they're also going to be adding to the debt. What happened, like on Friday, was it October 6th Friday, October 6th, we had the debt market froze. It froze. So everything was going to lock up. The credit market froze. The repo, the market at which the banks lend, the credit market froze. So, of course, we knew they needed a no war, because when they do a war, they print tons of money, and then that's placed in the market with the plunge protection team, amongst other things, and the market continues to look good. So everyone's like, oh, well, the market's doing fine. It's a game that is being played, but there are so many black swans around right now. It's just a matter of anything could trigger it. But what they're trying to do is inflate away inflation. They say they don't want it, but they do. They make a ton of money off of it. But all wars are banker wars. And if you're wondering why it doesn't feel like we have any say, truthfully, the central bankers are running our country and many others right now. And they know that the currency, the fiat currency, is coming to the end of the life cycle. They want to keep this control. In fact, they want more control. So that's why trust your gut that you feel something's going on versus what they tell you. The Fed is pretending that they're going to keep rates high, like Powell said, keep rates high. There's no way they can. There's about 52% of all commercial real estate is coming due March, April, May, trillions around the world. And what happens is a lot of these are held in C Corps or whatever type of corp where they walk away. They can walk away, and the banks get held with that debt, and the banks are already hurting right now. So I don't know if they're going to extend it or what, but that is a big bomb that's ready to go off this spring. So how war. We're like in the same place that we were with before World War I, with the market, the debt, everything about to crash. So go over here and distract from there. But like I said, the war, the bankers fund, the central banks fund both sides. It's a pure money-making scheme, and it keeps the market looking like things are great because it's a election cycle. Coming in June, we will see a rate cut, the first rate cut, and then 3 or 4 after that. We will see that. Then they'll inflate like we've never seen before. They will continue to issue more debt. the central banks want to be the lender and buyer of last resort. That's what they've been. That's what they want to be. How do you stop a central bank anymore? Like Lenin said, the easiest way to communize a country is bring in the central banks. How do you stop a central bank? You don't have one more dollar of debt issued. Not one. But they want to continue. So these wars and more wars, and then they keep printing money. Every day a central bank exists, the stronger they become. Look at the velocity of money. The velocity of money is how quick it's changing hands. It has increased like crazy right now. And that, to me, that's showing me that we're getting close. We're getting close to the black swan. The job market, they lie. They lie like they did before. I think when they came out with it before, they quoted certain numbers. Then a couple months later, like, oh, we were wrong. Here they gave this huge jobs market, but the truth is they're laying off high-paying jobs like very, very quickly. I think we lost 2 million full-time, but we gained 500,000 or 300,000 part-time jobs. So all these numbers they're all being played with right now. Remember what they're doing. Remember what they did to Russia. They did the sanctions and took their money. Remember what they did to the protesters in Canada. They locked their bank accounts. We are in a death spiral. The thing to look at is the debt market and the 10-year treasury. The 10-year treasury was up around 5, which is dangerous right now. So because people have to take out loans for businesses and things, and commercial mortgages. So what they did is going to war creates all this new money in the market, and then there's a flight to safety, but there's all this new money, so it comes down, down, down. Right now it's like 4.14. Watch that. When that starts going up and keeps going up, then we're hitting it. But it's funny because October 6th, we could see everything lock up. We could see the 10-year yield up. The next day, war, and everything comes back down. But the ultimate thing they want to do is reset. And they want the CBDCs. Christine Lagarde has already said that through the EU and all the other countries, including ours. I think ours, the FedNow accounts happened. We all have one. And I think April 25th is, one of the dates they're talking about issuing. Starting to issue some. I don't know what the uptake's going to be, but that is a means of surveillance control. So real money. What are, quote, the smartest people in the room doing? They're buying gold and silver. The central banks, the governments are buying gold and silver. To me, it became a tier 1 asset, according to the Bank of International Settlement, which is the head central bank, with the dollar. But the gold tier 1 asset has no counterparty risk, where the dollar has, that's all it is counterparty risk. So they've been buying it. The governments have been buying it. So that's what you should do too. There's something called numismatic gold. It's gold that was issued before 1933. The last time they did a gold confiscation, they didn't touch that because that's what they all have. It's considered collectible. Through money metals exchange, there's not much of a premium, like ITM trading has high premiums for them. And silver. And right now, yes, they're being suppressed, but wouldn't you rather hold something that's been money for thousands of years that is being suppressed, that is on a long-term trajectory of gain, versus this phony stuff that is on a long-term or a short-term trajectory of going? That's why they need the reset. So I don't care where you get it. I use Money Metals because I bought and sold, and I went to my local person to turn in $20,000. They couldn't do it. Money Metals did. So that's the one I use. You can use my name, Catherine Anderson, and you'll get some free silver. But it's just take 5 or 10% of your portfolio and place it there for your insurance policy. The market, it's an election year, so they need that to stay up. That's their con game. So they're going to be pumping money into it and keeping it up through the election cycle. but it is, then there will be a time, and you can watch the 10-year, that it will flip and think it's going to go down. And so you need to watch the indicators if you want to do that. So I'm here if you want to call and I have any questions, but diversify. But the most important is community, shelter, barterability, food, water, energy. Those are important things. Of course, God, number one. But this community you have is very, very important and going to be important. So this is Kathy Anderson. If you have any questions, please give me a call. I'm here. Thank you.